today's video, we'll be taking a look at an empty Madden 23 lineup and filling it with the best card in every position. So if any of you guys are looking to make an upgrade at a certain position, this is the exact right video for you guys to watch. Let's get right into it. So like I said, we do have an empty Madden 23 lineup right here. And obviously this is mutt.gg. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but a great website if you guys ever want to go build your team on the website before you want to build in the game and not waste coins doing it that way. But like I said, you click a position, boom, you can find which one you think is the best or whatever. But offensive line is one that's pretty straightforward. Obviously, I like to go with the highest overalls here. Offensive line, it seems like no matter who you put out there, they absolutely suck this year. Edge threats are killing everybody. It doesn't really matter. I really do like Munoz right now in the game. I feel like left guard is a blowout as well in Bruce Matthews. You'll notice I'm going pretty fast through these. Like I said, offensive line, I don't think anybody really wants to sit here and watch that. We're going to go with Jay Hilgenberg. In right guard right here, I don't know. I'm probably just going to lock in Jari Evans right now. But as you guys know, they did just show a brand new Brandon Scherf. It's not out right now, so you're not seeing him right here in this. But he is coming out tomorrow for the Ultimate Kickoff promo. There's also 2 other cards coming out tomorrow that will be on this list as well. But I think I'm still going to lock in Jari Evans right here because he does get some discounted abilities as well right there, being an LTD. Not 100% sure on what he gets, actually. I don't think it shows a description, but like I said, offensive line, they suck no matter what. Brandon Scherf and Jari Evans, you could probably go with. It probably won't even matter, honestly, you put there. Moving over to right tackle as well. Probably one of the weakest positions in offense. Obviously, the highest being an 87 overall. You could probably just pick whichever one's like goes towards your run block if you're more of a runner. If you're a pass blocker, go towards that one. I know a lot of people are using Sewell right now. I'm personally using Lyle, but as of the look of it, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it kind of goes to whatever you want. It looks like I don't know. It's whatever. I'm just going to leave it at Lyle. It's not even that big of a deal. Let's be honest. Nobody's here for the offensive line. All right, now let's move into some skill positions here. Now we are at that tight end spot, and then we'll go to the bottom line and go from left all the way to the right. But right here, we do have that tight end. And obviously, we all know there are 2. It comes down to 2 people. I don't even have to talk about it. I do like Shockey a lot in the game as well, but I don't think he's above these 2 right here. Obviously, look how far I have to scroll down. It's insane that this card is still like this good. But it's obviously Donald Parham versus Dave Casper. When you look at it, Dave Casper is better at every single stat. So if you've not played Madden 23, you're like, why the hell are you putting this card even close to him? He is 6'8". He is 6'8". That's literally why. That is literally why he is an absolute animal. But I really do feel like ever since I got Dave Casper, I've had a little better play from my tight end. Obviously, a much better run blocker as well, which is huge. Like I said, I do think Casper is number 1 right now, but I feel like Parham is so close, especially if you pass the ball every play. He is such a bailout. You could play awful offense and still get good plays while you have that card on your field. I hate Donald Parham. He's like my least favorite card in Madden this year so far. Probably going to be for a while as well. But moving on to this bottom line right here, we're going to go with 3 straight wide receivers right now. And wide receivers are very loaded in the game. There's so many that are amazing that aren't even going to be in the top 3 as well. So don't get your buttons pressed if you're top 3. Like I said, their wide receivers are loaded right now. But I do think Crabtree has to be in the top 3. I'm not going in order. Like, this isn't my number 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to put my top 3 right here. Crabtree at 89 speed, the fastest wide receiver in the game. There's no question he has to be here. He has to be here. He's the fastest. He's also a slot archetype as well at that high overall. Although, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of very good cards in the game right now. I feel like Larry Fitz being 6'3", 88 speed. He's basically kind of like Randy Moss in a way, but just a little bit better. They're obviously faster. He's 1 inch shorter, but he's still a very tall wide receiver. I feel like Larry Fitz has to be here. And if you've been to any of my Twitch streams or I've made 2 videos. I love Turpin. I'm not going to put him there, but this is surprisingly been my best wide receiver. I think he has 10,000 yards for me already, but like I said, I know it kind of just matches my scheme. I think my wide receiver 3, though, I don't know if I want to put Sutton there because how long it will take for us. Nobody's even there yet, I don't believe, but I think I'm going to lock in Andre Reed over Jay Jettas. If you guys can tell, they're very similar in stats. They're both the same exact speed. Andre Reed is just 1 inch taller. I know Justin Jefferson's a fan favorite. I haven't been fantasy. I would love to put him there, but Andre Reed, I think, is just a little bit better than him right now. Like I said, you can go Sutton here. There's so many other good cards right now in the game. Randy Moss, even Waddle's really good. But I feel like I have to go with Andre Reed right now in the game. Moving over to that running back spot, this is where I think it's very tough. Now we have 3 88 speed running backs in the game. We have Saquon, 1. We have Ricky Williams, 2. And then we have this CMC card. I'm going to pop it up on the screen right now. CMC is 88 speed. He has 90 excel and 91 agility. He is one of the best catching stats in the game for a running back. He has a really good change of direction, really good breakdown goal. Obviously, you're not going to truck with CMC. So you see the 50 and you shy away. You're not going to truck with CMC. So that doesn't really matter anyways. It only matters if you are flicking the stick up with him. But at the end of the day, I do think it's weird. This is hard. All three of these guys are great. I don't know. Who are you guys going with here? I think CMC is the best. So I think I'm going to lock in CMC right now. Is that wrong of me, boys? I don't know. You guys are probably going to have to correct me on that. I think CMC is going to be very good. I think it's very close between these top three guys. I'd probably go CMC, Ricky Williams, and then Saquon. Probably. That's probably what I would do. I feel like CMC just benefits so much. He's good in the run game. He's the best pass catcher of them all. But let's just move over to quarterback. So I'm going to obviously edit a CMC card in there. But quarterback right now, between these two guys right here. Drew Bledsoe, obviously slower than Vic. They both get set feet lead, but you know, Drew Bledsoe does have a better release, but Vic is much faster. This is another one where I feel like it's very hard. The best card in every position, I feel like, is getting harder and harder every single time. I think Aaron Rodgers is still very good as well because he has by far the best release in the game. I wouldn't say by far, but it's still very good. I think I'm going to lock in Drew Bledsoe. I absolutely love this card. I'm going to add him back to my team today, I think. Drew Bledsoe is an absolute animal in the game. I do recommend him to anybody that wants to pass the ball. You like the pocket passing, but Vic is a beast as well. I feel like it's very, very close right there. And then fullback to end it off, I think this is an easy pick, Mike Alstott. There is our offense, the best card in every single position here. All right, so now moving over to that defensive side of the ball. The defense is loaded in this game right now if you can afford a lot of these top-end cards. Free safety right now, I mean, it's just like not even close. As much as I love Javon Holland, and he's one of the drippiest players on the field. If you've ever seen him play, he has some of the craziest drip. But look at that, boys. Rod Woodson, although you're losing an inch in height right there, he's just better at almost every single stat right there. And also, just getting that +1 speed is so crucial as well. I think Rod Woodson is an absolute animal. You definitely want to take Rod Woodson right there if you have the coins for him. I am waiting for him to drop as well. The card that we haven't had in Madden 22, I think the last time we had him was 21, so I definitely need to get him on the squad here soon. Moving over to right outside linebacker, it's between Clay and Lawrence Taylor. They're both the same exact speed. They both have very, very similar stats, but he does hit a 90 threshold right there in finesse move, which I do like. And he also does have discounted double or nothing, which is a very good ability in the game. And another thing too, as much as I love Lawrence Taylor, he is an expensive edge threat. He's 4 AP edge threat compared to a lot of players having only 3 AP. And for that reason, I think I'm going to go with Clay. As much as like Lawrence Taylor is a bigger name than Clay Matthews and all, Clay Matthews is just a better card. AP saving is a big deal as well. Moving over to middle linebacker, this one is easy, Derek Johnson. And then obviously we got a Miles Jack as well. You'd probably go with Miles Jack here. I really do still like, I can't even remember his name in the game. The Fred Warner. Fred Warner is still very good. I think I'm just going to lock in Miles Jack as the number 2 right there. Really not much to talk about here. I think Derek Johnson is one of the best users in the game, if not the best user. 6'3", really good in the run game. He has Lurker for 1 AP. He's definitely an animal. I still use him as my user in the game. I love Derek Johnson. He's been a beast since the day he came out for me. But moving over to left outside linebacker, it really comes down to Vrabel right here. And also the brand new Von Miller. Boom, here's the pop-up on screen. I think Von Miller's a beast. I think this card's a beast. I think I'm going to lock in Von Miller. He's hitting all thresholds for all 3. Pass rush. He has obviously the power move, the finesse move, and also the block shed. 84 speed on him as well, tied with Vrabel there. I think these are both very, very good cards. Obviously, I like hitting those 3 thresholds as well. I think Von Miller always plays very good in Madden. So I think I'm going to lock in Von Miller right here. And then moving over to safety, I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you 2 because most people play with 3 minimum safeties. I know people that play with 4 as well. So we're going to give you 2 right here. Man, it's tough. It is tough. I think I'm going to go with, I really want to include, do I include Troy P? It just comes down to obviously Grant Delpit, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. That's what it comes down to, boys. Who would you guys have here? Honestly, who would you guys have here? This is a hard one. This is a very, very hard one. I have no clue who I want to include right now, but I think I'm going to do Troy P and Atwater. I love Delpit. He's an awful tackler, but man, that card is still very, very good in the game right now. Oh, it's tough. Troy P has just been balling for me. You have to keep him in the box. You have to play to his play style, but yeah, don't play him up top. That's just my only tip. But other than that, he's been great for me in the run game. A lot of fumbles forced. He's a good card here, boys. But moving over to cornerback, corner's another, just like the wide receivers, absolutely loaded in the game right now. Champ Bailey, boom, place him, done. McAllister, boom, place him, done. And also, I think I don't even think, it is definitely going to be Tariq Woolen in the game. Hopefully, you guys earned your Tariq Woolen. I don't know if I should be including cards like this on the list because they are kind of limited. But if say if you don't have Tariq Woolen, I would probably go with Lester Hayes right here. That would probably be mine. But for the people that do have Tariq, I do think Champ Bailey, Tariq Woolen, and Chris McAllister are the top 3 possible corners you could put on the field right now in the game. I am waiting for Champ Bailey as well to drop in price because he's a little high right now, but an absolute animal right here in the game. We do also move over to that right end position. Chandler Jones or Bruce Smith, boys. Who are you guys taking? I think Chandler, they're both the same exact speed. They're obviously the same exact build almost as well. 6'5", 260 versus 6'4", 260. And then obviously Chandler Jones is just better in every stat. So we're just going to pick him. That's an easy pick right there. Defensive tackle in the game. I really think this is an easy pick as well. I feel like Ty McGill, I'm really starting to fade away from inside stuff. I feel like you don't need it as much this year as as like past years. I feel like most people are starting to learn that when you double team the inside stuff, it really doesn't work as well. But I don't know. Like, he is kind of cracked. He is much faster, but I do love Ty McGill getting that 91 block shot and 90 power move while maintaining good strength and tackling. I don't know, boys. I feel like these are both good. Obviously, in some schemes, you need 2 tackles, so you can go with both of these guys, both animals in the game right now. And then moving over to that left end, I think it's Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones is the only card in the game, I believe, where you can get under pressure and edge threat. There might be other people, but Deacon Jones does get discounted under pressure when you power him up. So you get that for 1 AP, and you can get edge threat for 3 AP. So you would have 2 of the both meta abilities in the game right now for 4 AP total on Deacon Jones. I think this card is super valuable in the game right now. Definitely one of the best cards in the game, without a doubt. All right, and boys, I'm going to pop off Von Miller back up right here so you guys could see him. But this is what I think is the best defense in the game right now. An absolute unit right here. It's crazy. We're up 89 and 90. We're basically a 90 overall team right now. If you have some strat cards, this might be a 90 overall defense. It is absolutely nuts, boys. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, definitely. This team is probably expensive. All right, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash that like button if you guys like the best card in every position. I like keeping that updated. I've made now, I think, 3 of them since Madden's been out. I'd like to do it every 2 weeks or so, or once we get a big influx of cards. Obviously, this list is nowhere near the last one, so I had to get it done. I know people love these videos as well. I like to keep you guys updated as much as possible while maintaining the gameplays in between, while maintaining all the other top 10s in between. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.